Let's revive and swatch this mid to late 90s Bath & Body Works Color Drops nail polish in the shade Crushed Velvet. They launched Color Drops in 96 and seem to have sold them until 99. By the millennium, I no longer find references to them. They came with these adorable charms. Often they were removed to put them on charm bracelets, but they often fell off since the rubber band is prone to crumbling. For the revival process, we're taking it off. We're going to add the first large dose of thinner to this. It's pretty dried out. Bath & Body Works was for sure cashing in on hard candy's trendy image, but instead of rings on the caps, they put their own spin on it with the charms. And charm bracelets were really popular in the mid to late 90s. We're going to let this sit overnight with the thinner. It's the next day and we're going to add a little more thinner. A lot of this process is just being patient and letting the thinner do its work. Cleaning up the cap threads will help it not dry out again though. We'll try to speed up our process with the help of the Vortex mixer as we go. But on the topic of mid-90s trends, I don't only see the influence from hard candy in this bottle, but also Urban Decay. Urban Decay also launched their polish and makeup line in 1996, like Color Drops, and later that year they released a very similar color called Gash, so there's a good chance Crushed Velvet was the Color Drops dupe. After a good mix, I can see there's a huge chunk of polish hanging out on the side here, so I'll see if I can knock it loose with my lab spatula. Since my bottle is round, I can't reach the upper part with my tool, but I can get the majority of it off the glass. Sometimes I'll use a paper clip to get into the curves of the bottles, but that's only when I know where one is. I don't think I've ever intentionally purchased paper clips in my life. I've only ever inherited them, one at a time, from my college days or from legal documents, insurance paperwork, bank forms, and other general bureaucratic means. Are the common people out here buying paper clips? This is the kind of stuff my brain latches onto in the middle of the night, and mind you, I have a love for stationery and pens. Office supplies, not so much. There's still a tiny chunk of polish stuck to the side, so I'll use my Vortex to hold it in place for a few hours and check back. Though I'm pretty sure there's a paper clip under the radiator in the kitchen, but we'll save that for a special occasion. It sat for a few hours with the stubborn polish submerged, so we'll do a little more mixing and then we should be good to swatch it. And here it is, ready for its time to shine. I've of course put the charm back on. The first swipe is looking good, and I totally see Urban Decay Gash in this color. A ton of millennials associate Urban Decay's Gash with Gerard Way's early 2000s red eyeshadow from the band My Chemical Romance, but that color was so popular in the 90s with Gen X. It became Gwen Stefani's signature shade of the 90s, and she wore it during No Doubt's December 96 Saturday Night Live performance on both her lips and her nails. But here's Crushed Velvet as a full manicure under the bright lights. It's a stunner for sure. I want to hear your thoughts on this color in the comments below, and if you have memories of those bottles or the 90s Bath & Body Works stores and products in general, I'd love to hear them. Some of my best early mall memories were in that store spending my birthday money. Even though the bath pearls made it burn when I peed, but hey, nostalgia.